welcome to another Cities with John episode. This is part 4 of my beach series, as Steve Avery would say, the series. Give me a like and support my channel. And today, first off, it has been, oh, look at all those unhappy people. It has been a long week. For those of you who don't know me personally, I am in the world of retail, which means Thanksgiving week is always just so fun. I just survived my 21st Black Friday in a row. Yeah. Well, that's it for me today. It went really well, and I'm very, very, very fortunate to have a great team at work, and I'm glad it's over, but went really smooth. No complaints that I can think of that you would probably want to hear about. So what has been happening as far as this map is concerned? I had the map. I recorded lots of footage, including the footage you're seeing now, and I did not, as I often do, have too big of a plan of what I wanted to accomplish with part 4 of the series here. And yes, I do know that episode 3 says part 1. Who knows? This might even say part 3. It might say episode 3 part 2 by the time it's done. Who knows? But what I wanted to do was connect this industrial road with the actual strip, and that's what you are seeing here. I kind of extended the strip to go all the way over to this two-way highway that connects to the other side of the map. I thought this would be a nice pass through to kind of connect everything together. And here you see I'm kind of getting rid of a few little neighborhoods in this area over here, which was kind of like public housing type area, nicer houses, but kind of cookie cutter houses put together, so not everybody has to live in a apartment complex. And I just kind of connected those with some bike lanes because there's lots of bike riders over that way. And the next thing I wanted to accomplish was a boardwalk, and it kind of ties into today's episode, which is building a ship-based restaurant in this cove, which I think turned out really well. So the boardwalk is a non-car road, so cars will not go down it. Well, they're not supposed to go down it. They still do. You usually have to go into Traffic Manager and turn off the traffic, even though it's not supposed to have traffic. It is zonable, so for those of you who play the game vanilla style and want to use boardwalks, you can zone it. But in this circumstance, I'm just using it to kind of be able to put a little bit of commercial around this cove. And the first thing I had to do was pick a ship. I had lots of, I want to say I had lots of ships to choose from, because I didn't. I had a couple of ships. The first one I tried it actually had a base included with it, so it actually raised the terrain up and kind of had like its own base, and I didn't really want that. Plus it actually caused some flooding next to this boardwalk, and I just didn't think that looked all that great. This part of the beach will have some open areas for people just to hang out on the beach. But here's the ship that I ultimately decided on using. It is, I want to say this is a prop. I think it's a prop. It might actually be a building. But regardless, Yeah, I guess it is a building. Otherwise, it would need electricity. Regardless, I'm not really sure exactly what the point of this ship is. Like, if somebody would just put it on there, I guess it would be part of like a historical tour type thing. I'm not really sure. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to use it as a restaurant, and the first thing I thought is I could just pull the boardwalk out and make a boardwalk. The boardwalk go directly onto this ship, and ultimately played around with that a little bit and decided that wasn't going to be the best looking thing, and realized I forgot about having a restaurant pier, which you see here. The pier is here, and so one thing that I do try to do on occasion, not all the time, I don't do this all the time, but I try to combine buildings into a unique looking building. I'm not sure why there's a German flag on that ship, but I ended up getting rid of it using prop it up. I try to sometimes combine buildings. I do this a lot. I do this a lot with industrial areas, industrial buildings, because a lot of those just look really good, I think, combined. So here, that's what I was kind of trying to do, was combined and make a unique presentation here that would make sense to be on this cove. And I did kind of the idea with this cove. I keep kind of thinking in my mind when I'm working on this area is just the Goonies. I don't know why exactly. Well, I mean, obviously there was a lot of ocean in that movie and being by the ocean and things. And I keep kind of thinking that, and pirates, but ultimately I just wanted a cool beach restaurant. Something that tourists would really want to eat at, locals might enjoy as well. And this is kind of what I came up with. And I think it does turn out pretty cool. And here I'm kind of just changing out the time of day so I can throw in some lighting. I wanted to give this a little bit of a, what's a good word for it? Kind of a mysterious look. So I chose this green light, and I'm actually going to take this light and move it underneath the water so it kind of shines on the front side of the ship and kind of illuminates it from the other side of this cove. And we just need to run some power over here, and now we're all hooked up and ready to go. Sweet. So I'm going to speed things up for you guys, check out some of the detailing, and hope you enjoy the rest of the video. have it all finished up and looking good. And I'm definitely going to add some more commercial real estate down this way. But this is going to be kind of the center for it. Kind of an epicenter for some commercial along this boardwalk, tying into this beach resort area and all the different things that are going to come along with it. So probably adding some more restaurants and some more touristy things. Hey, somebody just went into the restaurant, literally disappeared into it. But I think it makes a nice little focal in this cove. And I really think this is going to turn out awesome over here when it's all said and done. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a good night. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Bye-bye.